not possess those ideas. Adults possess those ideas. And they filter those ideas from their own feelings of neglect and abandonment and thinking they're being left out. Or they're not told they're pretty enough or smart enough, or you're too fat, or you're too stupid, or whatever.
Right.
You know, so adults have those, and they are fed into the children. And Jesus is saying, unless you get to the guileless state before the infiltration, the penetration of the disciples' attitudes, Jesus, you don't need to be, you know, dealing with these children. You've got other people that are standing here. You know, there might be some that are sick, or there might be some that's diseased, or have lost their parents, or whatever was the agenda going on that day. Don't take your time and deal with this. And he's saying, deal with this first. This is it. Unless you can get to this state, when you realize that forgiveness is knowing there's nothing to forgive. Everything is exactly like it's supposed to be. Everything is beautiful, whether we can appreciate it or see it.
Right. Yeah, I could agree to that.
Well, good. So we stayed there, didn't we? Good. We went down that road together. All right. Let's go. I pull Osho's book over there, honey, those cards. Let's see what we're going to, let's see how we're going to tie these together. Oh, yeah, I thought I'd do this too.
What is that?
This is a magic instrument.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to hand it to you.
Okay.
You put it in front of your face.
Okay.
And tell me the first thing you see.
Smile.
Okay. Write that up there, honey.
Cheesy.
And I think that would be, if you were going to give any kind of admonition, most Pisces won't though, but any admonition in life, smile.
Sure.
Because people don't care anyway.
Right. Just keep smiling. At least look happy while you're doing it, you know.
Another Capricorn saying, carry on with the program.
Yeah.
All right. But going back at a deeper inner sense, honey, you do possess. I'm gonna do an experiment. Okay, Mitzi? I'm doing an experiment with you and with Mitzi. Well, two Mitzies. I just transported her here, and Bridget, I mean. Also with Sandy. I want you to smile. I want you to smile. Smile. You will feel it in your heart. I mean, honest, that was not something I did. Do it again.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to feel it. It's on your face, but you feel it in your heart. That's what children, they know. You will see children smiling all the time for no reason. Do adults smile for no reason? No. Do they laugh for no reason?
No.
Let's laugh.
I laugh for no reason.
Laugh. Okay. All right. No reason. Let's do this, sweet honey. Let's do this, but we're going to do it. All right. I want to count out loud to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I heard 9. Oh, she's using those cards again. My goodness, my goodness. All right. The Rebel.
Okay.
Let's pull one, sweetie. All right, what you got?
Beautiful.
We've got to share it with the audience, honey. What is it?
Receptivity.
Receptivity. Yeah. Is that not what we've been talking about the whole time with children?
It is.
They are receptive. Let's see, would that be see, I haven't been in this. Receptivity. Receptivity, is it really?
Yeah.
Receptivity?
What does it say?
No, I mean, it's saying receptivity. They're giving the Queen of Water, and that's page 58. But I would have thought it was, that was my thought. Okay, sweetie, you ready to read? That is the card.
Yeah,
Turn it around so she can see the card. And she'll zoom in on it. No, she won't. Yes, she will. I saw Mitzi's eyes like, no. Okay. You see, are they zooming? I want them to see that beautiful card. Oh yeah, Mitzi had to come do it. Okay, leave it right on there, honey. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, Bridget, you're seeing the card on the set, so describe the card as if somebody was blind. Describe that card by what you're looking at. I'll hold it up too.
Okay.
Wait. Can you see it good enough to do it from there?
No.
Okay, turn it around.
Turn it around. Okay, I see, it looks like a lily pad or a blossom of some sort, and then a naked woman, behind it. Her
Innocence.
face is, the flower, so that could symbolize innocence. So cute.
The woman within us, whether we are male or female, is innocent. The male, too, is innocent, but he has a job to do. He's got to penetrate. So it's much harder. So he has to find that woman within him. But, I mean, that's a whole nother show. Here you go, darling.
Okay. Receptivity represents the feminine, receptive quality of water and of the emotions. Her arms are extended upward to receive, and she is completely immersed in the water. She has no head, no busy and aggressive mind to hinder her pure receptivity.
Wait a minute. You got to stop there. But I'll go back to the water because we're talking about children.
Right.
Okay? And we were talking about you must be born again. Can you go inside the womb again? Okay? This is water. This is where the fetus is. Now go back to that first sentence about the water.
Oh, yes. Receptivity represents the feminine, receptive quality of water and of the emotions.
Okay, go on.
Her arms are extended upward to receive, and she is completely immersed in the water.
That's where I wanted. And where is the child? Immersed in water.
Right.
In the mother's womb.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
So these elements of eggs, eggs, milk,
all your ingredients
flour
needed.
Yeah, okay. Father, mother, grandparents, weather conditions,
Those
all
are
of those
ingredients also.
come together to go into the womb, the oven for that amount of time, and out comes the child.
Right.
But the innocence is within you. It is within you. It is within the male. We hold the innocence. That innocence cannot be touched, nor can it be diminished, ever, no matter what it looks like and no matter what circumstances we go through. Okay, go ahead, honey.
Okay. And as she is filled, she is continuously emptying herself, overflowing and receiving more.
Stop. Did we talk about today, honey? And Mitzi might remember if we don't, because you're Piscean and I'm into this so much, about the tree. We said that we have to act because trees receive and receive and receive, whether it was today or not. What you're saying is that she receives so much. Innocence receives. We are continually flooded with innocence. Mm-hmm. Now, some people who would think that, that there's some horrendous crimes that have been caused in this world, and they would say that their innocence is not there. That's not true. The innocence is there. It is just so layered over.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The lotus pattern or matrix that emerges from her represents the perfect harmony of the universe that becomes apparent when we are in tune with it.
In tune with it. And that was there's my Y, but I love that. I got to go back.
I don't think that marker's meant for the board.
You don't think it was? Anyway.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. We're going back. You're going to reread that sentence.
Okay.
Okay.
The lotus pattern or matrix that emerges from her represents the perfect harmony of the universe that becomes apparent when we are in tune with it.
Okay. Doop, 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 doop. When we are in tune with it, we're not going to check and make our own 5-year plan. We are going to follow the matrix of what we have been designed to be. If I'm a coconut cake and you're a pineapple cake, we are not going to do the same thing or taste the same way.
Right.
Okay? So you've got a matrix, and I don't want to confuse it with the movie, but a matrix, a core, that inner sense, that innocence. And that has been designed in you, and you brought it with you, and it's going to come out.
Right.
Excuse me.
Okay. Should I finish this little paragraph? Okay. The Queen of Water brings a time of unboundedness and gratitude of whatever life brings.
Wait a minute. Brings what?
Brings unboundedness and gratitude.
Unboundedness. Give me that word. What do you think that means?
No boundaries.
Woo. Okay.
Unboundedness.
Acting spontaneously.
Yes. And gratitude for whatever life brings without any expectations or demands.
Wait a minute. We got to stop on this because we're tying, if you remembered from the beginning of the show, and we talked about how can I love you if I want something from you, okay? No expectations, right?
Right.
Give it back to me so I can repeat it.
No any expectations or demands.
Okay, so in order to be in harmony and in tune with our lives, if I'm going to be a coconut cake, and I'm going to be a good one, and I'm not going to be dry and crusty, I can tell you that.
Okay.
And you're going to be a pineapple cake, and you want that 7-minute icing. Don't give that canned mess on there, okay? But if you're going to be the most delicious, one of those sensual pleasures we were talking about on the other show, then you've got to follow the matrix of your pineapple journey. And I got to do my coconut. Plus, I'm going to use some of it on my hair. I was reading this week that it is excellent. The oil is excellent for your hair.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It is. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Neither duty or thought of merit or reward are important.
Wait a minute. Now you might need to stand up and say that, Bridget. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up for Jesus.
Okay, it says, neither duty or thought of merit are reward or important.
That's right. I agree, okay?
Okay. Then it
You're
says,
beautiful.
Sensitivity, intuition, and compassion are the qualities that shine forth now, dissolving all obstacles.
No. You got to stop. You say this ain't working anymore?
No, you're using the wrong marker. Like, you're supposed to be using these markers.
Oh, no, Mitzi. Sandy.
You ruined it.
You know what in the world? That's it. That's the story. That's what I love about this. Okay. Anyway, that's probably, if I continued, it would make a beautiful,
mess.
beautiful artistic design. But I'd have to have other markers like this.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
Let's just write what should be down.
What is it?
Okay, sensitivity, intuition.
Wait a minute. Sensitivity.
Intuition.
What kind of wishing?
Intuition.
Oh.
And compassion.
Right. I can't spell today. Intuition.
And compassion.
Compassion.
Are the qualities that shine forth now.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, these qualities, compassion. If I've got a cookie and I share it with you, is that compassion? Is that you give me?
Just sharing.
Oh, that's sharing. Well, I must have thought that I was very compassionate that I shared with you. That must be my Leo moon, hadn't it?
Probably.
But compassion. Oh, you're hurt,
right.
And I want to help you.
Right. Sympathetic.
Okay. Sensitivity. What's that? If I say something that hurts your feelings, better not say it.
Right. Like too soon, kind of thing.
Okay. And intuition.
A hunch.
Okay, but I'm trying to drive all of these, honey, to children, to that inner, the child within. But I was really trying to go to a little child. A child would share.
Okay.
Willie?
Yeah.
A child would have compassion. If one falls down, he'll help the other one get up.
Right.
Sensitivity, I was saying, I really put it on an adult level because children don't think about saying something to hurt the other person's feelings.
Right.
They haven't. So sensitivity, give me that. To know if the person, let's say I'm in a daycare and I see a child has come in, my friend, and she's sad, but I don't know what has happened to her.
Yeah.
I'd be sensitive to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Intuition of a child now. Give me that.
And children just have, they do have strong intuition, I'm sure, like when it comes to like adults and like making the right decision for children, they do have a intuition.
Right. Okay. So Jesus said, unless we have these, sharing, compassion, sensitivity, intuition, we would in no wise enter the gates of heaven. That's what he said. If you're going to believe him, that's what he said. Now, in order to have those things, you cannot have a 5-year plan that can't be daunted. You cannot have a rigid life that you demand and expect, first of all, from yourself. How are you going to get to know yourself if you've got an idea and all the time chastising, hurry up, do this, do that? You are supposed to be more successful, by this time. You're not letting that child express itself. You're going back to when you were 10 or 12 years old and the teacher said, here's your little car, and you couldn't even make heads or tails whether it was a car or whether it was a buffalo, and then this magnificent car. Somebody that at that moment had access to that talent. You see, if you're condemning yourself, you have stopped that artistic talent from flowing.
Right.
The same way with your life. If you're saying, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to be here, I'm supposed to, be associated or be married or whatever that you've got ideas, you are telling the child to shut up. You are telling the child, like the disciples, get away from here. Don't bother him. Bother you is the message. Bother you.
Bother yourself.
Bother yourself in the sense of not condemning yourself and not chastising yourself, but bother by doing the things that you don't normally do. Accepting things you don't normally accept. Being more gracious, more spontaneous, more eager to laugh, more accepting, and more willing to flow in the water. Was that all of that, honey?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Now, where are we going to go next? Where do you want to go next, honey? Choose a book. You do it this time. I'll go with whatever you say.
Let's see. The Tree of Life. What is this about?
How about that? Did we start that today with Kabbalah? Did I mention that?
I don't.
The Kabbalah, yeah, because I said if we were going to go into the Kabbalah, we would be talking about Chokmah.
Wait, is this the beautiful story that you were going to tell us about love?
Oh gosh.
I think you should do that.
You do?
Yeah, I want to hear a beautiful story about love.
Wait a minute though. I want to do this since you pulled this, and then I'll do that story, because that story always makes me cry. And it's just probably the most beautiful story I've ever heard in my entire life. And it probably will fit in this hour. If it doesn't fit in this hour, maybe we'll take it over to the next hour. But anyway, what you going to do? Just flip them and just choose one. Without reading. You're not reading though, I know you're not. Okay. You got it?
Okay. The flag.
Is it the flag?
Yeah.
The flag?
Oracle?
Let me see. No, I'm going to see.